What's going on, nerds? Detective Eliteprime, back at it, we are banger. Right, guys, listen. Something different today. Something that I've never done before. I'm going to give you guys, basically, the rundown. And I pretty much got started, and how I'm here. Now, it's nothing crazy, don't get me wrong. It's just where I am right now, and I want to explain to you guys how I got here. Basically, give me a life story. I think how it went about, well, obviously when COVID attacked first, as I say, attacked it first, I had a job. I worked in insurance. It were a good job. You know what I mean? I had the people I were working with, it were all good. The people that run the business were all good. You know, I really enjoyed it. Obviously with COVID and restrictions on top of that, I sort of lost my job. Well, I said lost. It was more along lines, I had to work at home, and then when you work at home, it never really goes to plan. You know what I mean? You're always, you say you work at home, but you don't really want to work at home. You always struggle to work at home. So that were pretty much that. I think it lasted a couple of months after COVID, but I was there for a good 5 or 6 years. No, that's a lie. About 3-4 years. I really enjoyed what it was. But unfortunately, it's what it is. You lose your job. Otherwise, I'd probably still be there. But like I said, it was a really good job. I enjoyed it. And obviously, with COVID basically ruining what everyone had, I went into this. I think it was Alana who told me, look, you guys were commenting saying, get that English guy to do it. Get that, you know what I mean? Getting that person, which were me, to do it. I thought, do you know what? Why not? I think my first video, I think it was terrible. Like, it was so bad. Like, to this day, right now, I'll still go back and watch the quality. Absolute awful. But everyone's going to start somewhere. You know what I mean? I started there. I somewhat enjoyed doing it. Obviously, it got repetitive because I was doing it day in, day out. And I think the first couple of days, it was skipping. You know what I mean? I'd have like a video a day, and then I'd skip a couple of days and vice versa. But it was me personally trying to figure out a routine where I was comfortable doing it. Now, I know a lot of people watching this, you're not going to be kids. You know what I mean? This is basically adult talk. You know what I mean? This is not Redline. This is not a Lana portrait. This is me being honest and talking about everything what's gone through. Like I said, it's a very different video to what I normally do. Now, obviously, with me starting YouTube, I wasn't expecting anything. I was expecting, do you know what? While COVID's around at the time, which were a year and a bit ago, while COVID's here, I've got nothing to do. I'm going to make some of this. I think at the time, I were on and off with the actual job. You know what I mean? I was staying, I was leaving, I was quitting. And I said to myself, look, I can do a bit of YouTube. You know, I've got time. Around the same time, I broke up with an ex, which, to be fair, is the best thing I ever did. And obviously met Chloe, which is the best thing I've ever done in my life so far. Aside YouTube. Don't tell her that, though. Don't tell her. But yeah, obviously, Alana was saying, oh, why don't you start a YouTube channel at the time I was working? I thought, you know what, why not? Within the first 3 weeks, no, within the first month, I hit 30k. 30,000 in the first month. No one in Redline were doing what I was doing. It were an untapped market. And this is why I always push people to actually try YouTube. I want to give the opportunity I had to you guys. Do you know what I mean? Now, the first month, I were absolutely astonished. It were crazy. 30k, boom, like that. And then obviously I started making revenue on it. And then when I lost my job from the company I worked for, obviously we said farewell to all my colleagues. And these colleagues I work with, these are my IRL friends. We've done everything, go-karting, airsofting, we've done everything together. Now, when I lost that job, I went into YouTube full-time. I was nervous, I was scared. I was at 30k, just a little bit over, and it was something unbelievable. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, Alana gave me this opportunity, pushing me into it. And I'll tell you now, it is the best thing I've ever done in my life. There's nothing at all that can compare to what I've done. Now, obviously with YouTube, it's not all hunky-dory, as the English put it. Do you know what I mean? It's not all bangers and mash at the end of the day. It's an hard line. Do you know what I mean? I've worked, I'd like to say, every single day for the last year. Do you know what I mean? It's very rare I have a day off. But when I do, I'm normally editing and all that sort of shit. Well, you know what it's like. You know what it's like. But from that, it's been absolutely mental. No complaints whatsoever. However, when it comes to it, a lot of people, you tend to find friends who you don't expect. You know what I mean? And then obviously from that, you do lose a lot of friends as well. Like, the amount of people what resent me from doing what I'm doing is ridiculous. But then again, I have people say, obviously YouTube and fame's change you and things like that. You know what? I'm at 168k. I'm a better man than I am now than I have ever been in a long time. Not just because of money or subs or fame. It's the fact that I work hard to what I do. I put that effort in. You, put it blunt, what you reap is what you sow. I work every single day. So when I turn around and when someone turns around and says, oh, YouTube's changed you and stuff like that, I hope it has. I really do. Because I'm not going to sit there and waste my time to other jobs. I'm not saying dead-end jobs, but other jobs. You know what I mean? If you want something in life, you've got to go out and you've got to get it. And it's law of averages. There might be 100,000 people that start YouTube, and only a handful of them people might actually do it. It's just what it is. Fortunately for me, I'm one of them. You know what I mean? But then again, it's not... You should never look back at it and say, oh, I'm not going to do it, because I can't do it. The only thing you've got to worry about is how many people that you're going to lose in the process. Not in a bad way, in a good way. Just like, I can name a handful of people that I've not exactly fallen out with, but yet lost along the way. Like, I don't know if you guys know, there's a guy called Zatish. He was my best friend. Like, yeah, he was my guy. We used to all go in contents together. We used to do videos together. And he sort of just, like, left. He just left. Gone. You know what I mean? Obviously, he's got work and IRL stuff, and I understand that. It's what it is. You win some, you lose some. That's never been a problem. But it's like, nah, obviously, I've made new friends along the way. I've lost friends along the way. I've done everything you can imagine within the space of a year. However, it is the best thing that's ever happened to me. But yeah, anyway, guys, I keep going back to it, but I do stress the fact that money will never really buy you happiness. It'll always put you in a better place, in one respect. Now, don't get me wrong, you're not going to be crying when you've got you sat in a Bugatti, you know what I mean? But I don't think I'll be at that position for a long time. Don't get me wrong, you know what I mean? I enjoy the simple things. And obviously, the fact that I've had an opportunity with Alana, Gray, and everyone else, do you know what I mean? I love the idea that I'm still the same person, in one respect. We all are the same person, do you know what I mean? The fact that I'm just over a year old with the actual channel itself, and we're already closing at 187. Like I said, it is crazy. It is absolutely mental. And the fact that obviously I'm only 26. I live in a flat. You know what I mean? My flat, to be fair, I don't know if I'll put a picture in. I might put a picture in. I don't know. We'll see. But the fact that I'm living in a one-bedroom flat, I've got soundproof foaming everywhere, and I'm working every single day. It's crazy. Honestly, it is. It's mental. Obviously, it's not always been good. I've had problems before with money. I've had problems before with everything. Do you know what I mean? It's like, let's just be quite honest, everyone has the same problem. Everyone's got them issues. Do you know what I mean? But not a lot of people want to do out about it. Do you know what I mean? People are happy to do what they do, basically. I'm not that sort of person. I want to do stuff. I want to get on with stuff. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to have this opportunity all the time. You know what I mean? There's always going to be something better. There's always going to be something new. It's like at the end of the day, I don't really know what I'm going to be doing. You know what I mean? YouTube can go just like that. You know what I mean? There's loads of places what just shut down. And YouTube could be one of them things. You never really know. You know what I mean? Like one day I might be here. Next day I might be working at Aldi. That's just an example. Now, I do want to mention as well, which I'm absolutely stoked about. Like I said, obviously, with YouTube being a year old, I had Makeshift contact me, which is obviously the plushie company. You know what I mean? They're the guys, it sounds crazy to me, but you guys are used to it. You know what I mean? You guys have had opportunities to buy plushies and stuff like that. But having the opportunity to then actually create your own plushie, design your own plushie, and even do that sort of stuff, it's absolutely crazy to me. It's beyond. Like I said, I'm 26-year-old. I've only recently moved out of my mum's house. Well, I say recently. I've been out for about 2 years now, which is pretty recent, to be fair. And I'm not used to all this, if you know what I mean. I've gone from such a small channel, and under a year, with the first month, I've managed to get 30k. It's beyond me. And like I said, even with the help of Chloe and stuff like that, obviously Chloe, my partner at the moment, my girlfriend, she looks at it that this is what I do for a living, this is my job, this is this is that. You know what I mean? I'm a YouTuber full time at this point. But she looks at it as what it is. I don't look at it, you know what I mean? I look at it as face value. I still think I'm on like, obviously, I just still look at it as the fact that hi, my name's Eliteprime, and I do this. Do you know what I mean? I don't look at it to what it is when I should do. So let's just be honest. I'm nearly at 200k. My channel's growing daily massively. It is really, it's crazy to me. And as well as that, it's crazy to the fact that I still don't know what I'm doing. I ain't got a clue what I'm doing. Not a clue. But it's one of them. Obviously, what I do is I just said to myself, right, daily uploads, keep going, and it's going to get better, and better. And that is exactly what is happening right now. You know what I mean? But like I said, she's my little PA, my personal assistant. She does everything for me. And no doubt, I'll put everyone's channel in the description as well. There'll be Lineup Straight and Avix and obviously Chloe's, things like that. Because obviously, I do want to put credit to them as well. They're the guys that have helped me out so much. It's just unreal, honestly. It's absolutely unreal. Now, I will be honest, though. With something like this, you should never let yourself go with it either. It's like, look, at the end of the day, I've not got here for luck. You know what I mean? I'm not lucky. I don't like the idea of luck. You're never going to be lucky. Unless you look at it like this. If you win the lottery tomorrow, you're going to be crying. If you turn around and say, oh, you got 100 million, you're going to be crying. You've not worked for it. You've gone out, bought a ticket, and you've sat at home, done nothing. You know what I mean? Obviously, I put a lot of hard work into it, and obviously, I look at it as face value. It means nothing to me in the respect to, hi, I'm a YouTuber. I'm still, to put it blunt, I'm still Reese. That's my name, Reese. Yeah. So I'm still the same guy, doing the same stuff that I've always enjoyed, which is obviously gaming. Most people are here because I do gaming. And like I said, most people who watch Redline content, you ain't gonna watch this. And to be fair, I don't really care. It's what it is. But at the end of the day, I have a lot of people come to me saying, should I start YouTube? Should I do this? And blah, 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 blah. You've got to look at it as I look at it. Do you know if I turn around and said to you that I can shout you out and I can get you to 100 subs, it's not going to help you. Do you know what I mean? And then people will get hundreds of subs from obviously getting shouted out and stuff like that. You don't get far when it comes to your channel. That channel will die, unfortunately, because there's no real value to it. People don't watch it after they've already seen it once. And obviously, when it comes to Redline, there's different content every day and things like that. And I credit Redline massively. From today, right now, I'd not be where I am right now if it weren't for a lineup and obviously Klaus and Bosch. When it comes to Redline, do you know what I mean? Obviously, the staff and everyone else. And I really do appreciate it. It's an absolute crazy opportunity for me to be where I am for what I'm doing. It's crazy. Like I said, guys, honestly, it pains me to do a video like this because it's not what I normally do. I don't really want to do this sort of video, but I want to express the fact that at the end of the day, my life has been really, really hectic. From having, I don't know, 15, 20 jobs, and I've just gone 26-year-old. I've had that many jobs, it's unbelievable. And this is something that I'll never forget. I've got a silver play button. You know what I mean? That to me is such a huge goal, it's unbelievable. And it's not that I've been lucky. It's the fact that I've worked for it, done it, and pushed it for myself. And like I said, with COVID being such a tragedy and things like that, it's been hard for a lot of people to get on their feet. If I can do it, I know for a fact you guys can do it. You know what I mean? And it's not all, I know Redline's a massive content-based thing where there's millions and millions of people who watch it. Take that out of consideration. I've done Warzone videos. And I've done Tarkov videos. I'm playing Battlefield 4 as we speak. Content's there. Do you know what I mean? You can do anything when you put your mind to it. Nah, the plush has been released, which to me is absolutely crazy. So yeah, that's coming out on the 27th, I believe. That's coming out on the 27th at 5 o'clock UK time, BST. But listen, there's only going to be a limited amount of time for them plushes. I think it's 21 days. Now, I can sell a couple hundred, but you guys need to bear it in mind. Once them plushes have gone, they are gone. You're never getting them back. Now, I look at it as a Redline collection. That collection is going to be priceless when it's completed. Me personally, I've got them all. I've even got a one-of-one plushie of mine. I basically, to put it blunt, I got a plushie and I didn't like the design. And then I swapped it. And I've still got it. So it's going to be priceless to me, if you know what I mean. But at the end of the day, listen. That plush is coming out on the 27th, around 5 o'clock. You guys missed that opportunity. Well, let's just be honest. You fucked yourself there. But honestly, guys, I just wanted to get that off my chest. It's not easy doing what I'm doing, but I do enjoy it. I try my hardest. And it's one of the best things that I've ever done. And if you guys want to look into doing it, do it. Do it. Honestly, do it. There's nothing to lose. If you've got a PC that can handle a couple of games on GTA, or even a couple of games of Fall Guys or out like that, you guys can do it. It's not hard. I'd always recommend it. Even just to try it. You never know, you might like it. But listen, nerds, I do love you all. Thank you. If you are new, consider smashing that sub button. And I'll catch you in the next one.